President Donald Trump sent a warning to Hamas. Charlie Kirk was honored at the White House. And Smucker's is suing Trader Joe's. That's some of what we'll get to on the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn, in for Hannah Jewell. It's Wednesday, October 15th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1. President Trump said the U.S. will disarm Hamas if it does not do so itself. Hamas has controlled Gaza for nearly 2 decades. Although it agreed to the U.S.-backed ceasefire deal, the group has not publicly agreed to anything that specifies how it will disarm. Yesterday, Trump suggested to reporters that he had received verbal assurances the group would disarm, and he sent a warning to them.
We have told them we want to disarm, and they will disarm. And if they don't disarm, we will disarm them. And it'll happen quickly and perhaps violently. But they will disarm. Do you understand me?
Trump's warning highlights one of several obstacles to navigate as Israel and Hamas move on to the second phase of ceasefire negotiations. Already, Israel has accused Hamas of breaching the terms of the deal. The bodies of 28 hostages were due to be released under the agreement, but Hamas had returned only 4 bodies Monday. The U.S. killed 6 alleged drug smugglers in a strike off Venezuela. That's number 2. President Trump announced the strike yesterday. He claimed the 6 men killed were narco-terrorists affiliated with what he said was a designated terrorist organization, although he didn't name it. In a video taken from the air accompanying Trump's social media post, a boat can be seen idling before being hit and bursting into flames. This is the 5th reported strike by U.S. forces since September against vessels the administration has alleged were carrying drugs. Trump argues he has the authority to conduct these strikes because he has determined the U.S. is in, quote, armed conflict with Latin American drug cartels. Some in Congress, which has the sole authority to declare war, have pushed back against the president's claims. Number 3. President Trump honored Charlie Kirk with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. The slain conservative activist was awarded the country's highest civilian honor yesterday. It would have been his 32nd birthday. At the White House, Trump described Kirk as a martyr for truth and for freedom, likening him to Abraham Lincoln and Martin Luther King Jr. Kirk's widow, Erika, said her husband probably would have run for president.
There was no limit to what he would have sacrificed to defend freedom for all. And if the moment had come, he probably would have run for president, but not out of ambition. He would only have done it if that was something that he believed that his country needed from a servant's heart standpoint.
Kirk's killing last month marked an extraordinary moment in the nation, not just for Trump's MAGA movement, of which Kirk was a prominent leader, but also across the political spectrum. Shortly after the ceremony, the State Department announced it had revoked visas of at least 6 foreigners who the department said had celebrated Kirk's killing in social media posts. The action comes amid a broader crackdown on speech the Trump administration deems offensive or extreme in response to the killing of Kirk. Soaring electricity bills could be the sleeper campaign issue of 2025. That's number 4. Average bills have jumped over 10% since last year in more than a dozen states, with some seeing increases beyond 20%. Unsurprisingly, voters are angry, and that anger is shaking political fault lines. The price spikes are taking center stage in nationally watched governors' races in New Jersey and Virginia, and they threaten to haunt candidates throughout the country in next year's midterm elections. But one expert said voters are confused about whom to blame. They often point the finger at power companies or regulations that are not necessarily the driving forces behind rates going up. Both Republicans and Democrats see potential to turn ratepayer angst on their opponents. But candidates are also trying to figure out who to blame amid voter confusion over the causes. Number 5 is bad news if you're planning to treat yourself to a tipple this evening. For years, it was widely accepted that a little bit of alcohol wasn't bad for you. Some even thought it could be beneficial for health. But new research suggests that light alcohol consumption can increase your dementia risk. Even a drink or two a day isn't risk-free. In fact, every threefold increase, that's going from 1 drink a week to 3, for example, ups your lifetime dementia risk by 15%. Scientists looked at the data of more than 500,000 adults and genetic information from over 2 million study participants for the research. So a happy Sober Wednesday to us all. R&B visionary D'Angelo has died of cancer at 51. That's number 6. In 1974, the acclaimed singer who would become a reluctant sex symbol was born into a family where both his father and grandfather were Pentecostal preachers. As a child, he helped lead the church choir and played the organ. Members of his church warned him against secular music, but D'Angelo was encouraged to experiment by his grandmother and went on to win several Grammy Awards. His debut, the 1995 Brown Sugar, paved the way for a new era in R&B and made him a defining neo-soul artist. Here's some of that title track.
Let me tell you about this girl. Maybe I should. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar.
He was widely regarded as one of R&B's greatest artists, despite releasing only 3 albums. In 2000, he released the timeless album Voodoo, and he returned again in 2014, early in the Black Lives Matter movement with Black Messiah. Number 7. Smucker's has sued Trader Joe's over an Uncrustables dupe. In a lawsuit, Ohio-based J.M. Smucker & Co. claimed that the new Trader Joe's crustless peanut butter and strawberry jam sandwiches violate its trademark. And frozen sandwiches are big business. Fans of the snack include Taylor Swift's fiancé, Kansas City Chiefs star tight end Travis Kelce, other NFL players, and kids everywhere. In the past 20 years, Smucker's says it has invested a whopping $1 billion into marketing and developing the product. Trader Joe's has not yet responded to the lawsuit, but you can see what the fuss is about in our newsletter. Go to the link in our show notes. You'll see which version Washington Post staffers preferred. All right, you're all caught up. But before you go, a reminder that if you're a subscriber to the Washington Post, you can get access to our shows ad-free in Apple Podcasts. All you have to do is find the Washington Post channel in Apple Podcasts and connect your Post subscription. Then stay tuned for more subscriber-only audio benefits, like exclusive and early access episodes. If you're not a subscriber, this is a great time to start. You can sign up at our channel in Apple Podcasts or through the link in our show notes. I'm Christina Quinn. We'll meet you back here tomorrow.